I'm excited about today's video because what we're going to do is jump right back in a hive today. We're going to do some mite control treatment. Today we're going to use Formic Pro. Okay, so we're ready to use the Formic Pro strips, and this comes with 2 doses in this package. So what that means is I have 4 strips. So this will treat up to 2 hives. So what we're going to think about today is following the label. Now some of you may be familiar with Mite Away Quick Strips. Mite Away Quick Strips is kind of like the first generation of formic acid. And Mite Away Quick Strip has about a 12-month expiration or shelf life, where Formic Pro, these have 2 years shelf life, 24 months. The other thing about Formic Pro is in storage, you only need to store them out of the sun, where Mite Away Quick Strips, you had to keep them 77 degrees or below in storage. Now the outside temperature for these strips needs to be between 50 and 85 degrees for the outside high temperature. That's Fahrenheit. So you do need to keep it in that temperature range. Anything more than that could have more brood problems, brood being affected by the kind of the excessive amount of acid that might really be too much if it gets too hot at once. Now we don't need a spacer. We're going to lay these strips, as the label says, across the top bars of that bottom deep. The label does say we need to close off the screen bottom board, so we've got a solid bottom board. That's handy. But if you do need to close off that screen bottom board, think about something to use like a piece of cardboard, a real thin sheet of aluminum that you can just slide in there. Now you cannot feed bees while you've got these pads in there. No feeding. So make sure to feed your bees good if you need to before you treat for mite. Now as far as protective gear goes, you need overalls, you need socks and shoes, the label says. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want to wear socks and shoes working around bees. You need chemical gloves like these, and you need protective eyewear, overalls, long pants. So we're suited up. I just got to put my glasses on. And it says you need to be downwind. You don't want that kind of wafting back and hitting you in the face with the acid. What I like about Formic Pro, it's one of the treatments that actually kills mites below the cap cells. And that is the pupae that's developing. It means that the mites will be developing also in the cap brood. And so by treating the phoretic or the adult mites, you're also killing the mites that are below the caps. This acid actually penetrates the caps and the cocoon silking and actually will kill those mites. So that's really a good a way to kill mites. It's about, I think, 83 to 90 something efficacy on killing mites. It's really a good treatment for killing mites. Now there's 2 ways you can use these 2 strips. The first way is to use 2 strips for 14 days. That's what we're going to do. Or the second way is you can use one of the strips for 10 days, then remove it, and then you can put the other strip on for an additional 10 days. And then at the end of your treatment period, you don't really have to remove these. The label says you can or cannot remove them, doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's smoke some bees. This colony is really full. It is one heck of a powerful colony of bees. I may have to graft some queens out of this colony here. It's really nice. Crazy nice. I'm getting downwind and kind of holding my breath a little bit too. I don't want to get the smell of this in my veil. Before I tear open that package of Formic Pro, we have 5 books to give away today. All you have to do is be a subscriber, so please subscribe. And leave a comment. Leave some kind of comment today. We'll choose 5 of you and we'll send these books to you if you're a subscriber and if you live in one of the 48 lower states. We will pick 5 winners and we'll autograph it for you today, and you'll receive an autographed copy. Good luck. Ooh, they got a hold of that, didn't they? Yeah. All right, let's put the box back together. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this up and on the hive. 65, 70 pounds. Back in position. Let's put the top on. Now the top temperature for Formic Pro is 85 degrees, and I am bumping that today, right at 85. So I decided to go ahead and put this little piece of corrugated plastic board on top of here, and that would keep a little bit more heat down off of that hive, while that Formic Pro in its first 3 days is going to be the most, I guess, you know, the hardest on the bees, so to speak. So that's why I thought it'd just give them a little shade, keep them a little bit cooler. Even though today our only purpose was to get in there and treat for mites, I want you to know that I have an inspection guide that you can download off my website. It is a great inspection guide. Many of you have gotten it and love it so much. I'll leave a link in the description below. But when you get this inspection guide, study it over carefully. It will help you know what to look for when you're doing an inspection. So many people get into a beehive like that. They're not sure what they're supposed to be looking for, and they make mistakes. They just don't know what they're doing. So look at this inspection guide. Check it out. I think you'll like it. It's different than Mighty Way quick strips. Mighty Way quick strips have what is it? I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. There they are. Wow, this is gonna be kind of tough. Before we get into the Formic Pro treatment though, I do want to show you, let's try that again. That Apivar is one way you can treat hives if you're not too, let's try that again. Before I tear open that, we'll ship this book to you. So be sure, and that doesn't sound good at all. The one next to the wall here probably won't have as much honey on the wall side, although it may be filled up on the camera side. We'll see. All right, let's get that out of there. I think this was a swarm if I remember right, but I mean, that is just one gorgeous frame of honey. Oh, on both sides, even the wall side. I'll be darned. Well, I don't need to show you anymore. They're all like that, all 10 of them. I could take that inside and weigh it. Perfect. All right, 6.4 pounds. So 6.4 pounds, almost 6.5 pounds. Wait for the crop duster. All right, here we go. All right, get these beads off of here. Once we get the beads off really good, we can lay our strips on and cover it up. You try it? Oh, let's get these beads down. Let's wait for the crop duster to fly a little bit past this on this return trip. All right. Here we go.